Okay, below that, right? Basic formulae. Basic formulae. Always. Parabola. Right. Okay. Now look at this. I brought two here. Only look at the top part. The opening is towards the positive y-axis, so therefore the equation will be given by x square equals 4ay. Now here, you see, here it's the same x square because it touches the x-axis, but the opening is towards the y-axis. In fact, to be more precise, towards the negative y-axis. So the answer will be x square equals minus 4ay. But in the last 4-5 years, parabola-based questions in application of integrals is avoided a lot. But in terms of CET, they might ask. Okay, copy this. After this, we'll talk about a circle and then an ellipse. One more set of parabola. One which opens towards your positive x-axis, one which opens towards your negative x-axis. Both of them has to be measured. So here, because the right side parabola is touching the y-axis, you write y square equals 4ax. Similarly, here y square equals minus 4a. Done. Next, circle. Circle. X square plus y square equals a square, where a is the center of the circle. In this case, it is 0,0. Okay, next one, ellipse.
Is this what you thought that
Mistake.
day?
26.
Before derivatives. Or derivatives.
What do you mean?
The day I did a 10th class.
No, we solved some of it. We did it. In higher school, college? You?
I was in Chennai.
Huh?
I was in Chennai.
What am I asking? What are you telling? Today is at college or not?
Today we have one. Yesterday I didn't go to college.
You okay na college ಗೆ? ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ? ಅದೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹತ್ತು ಗಂಟೆ ಹೋಗೋದು. ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೈಟೆಲ್ಲ?
ರೋಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಂದೆ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ನು ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವನು
Okay, done with the ellipse. Now, why are we talking about conic sections right now? Because end of the day, usually when it comes to applications, these are the type of shape which get repeated. But throughout your board exam, only two formulae from integration will get used up. So write that also.
What is the head?
Nothing is continue. Guys, what's the answer for this then? X bar something it becomes plus 1, right? So we'll write that. X bar n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. The first formula. Only two will get used up most of the times. The other one is this. Integration of root of a square minus x square equals, copy this, x by 2. Guys, one second, look at the one for a second. Integration of root of a square dot minus x square. You will write x by 2, copy the question again. Equals, copy the question again. Got this? You will put a plus. You will write a square by 2 dot sin inverse x by a. The formula looks big, but a lot of repeated stuff. Okay, x by 2, a square by 2. So copy the question, and if it's a square first, that's the only place where sin inverse from the picture. Almost 99% of the problem based on application of integrals will get solved using these two formula. Okay, learn only this. Copy. You will get this the pencil. You will get 1 5 marker from this chapter. Fine. Attempt it. Reason is because very predictable nowadays. Just like the way before LPP was difficult. During my time, there was a numerical based on LPP where it was word problem based. Now also there's a numerical, but it's more of directly a question based. So it's much more simpler. I'm talking about LPP we won't understand, but the concept.
What is LPP?
Linear programming question, but it's fine. You guys won't have it, but right now you guys won't have it. Same thing with application of integrals. We used to have a lot of stuff. Okay, for you guys, it is cut down and boiled down into a lot of easier stuff in terms of these three shapes. In fact, as I told you, my prediction right now is either an ellipse or a circle. Parabola is not asked. Okay, now let me give you a basic idea as to how application of integrals question has to be solved. Two types of questions only will be given, either a shape-based question or a regular question. Okay, but no question is called as regular in terms of application of integrals because everything belongs to a concept called as waves. Called as what? Waves. Okay, now before this concept, we're talking about yesterday's class, we were learning something called as properties of integrals. Okay, so I'll just give you a glimpse. Just an example. If I put a symbol from here and my lower limit starts off at 0 and my upper limit goes up to 2a, okay, one of the properties tells that we will be able to stop in between and then start off again. You guys remember this? So based on my limits that I gave you right now, what do you think is the starting point? 0, we go up to 2a, where can we stop in between? A not there? No, fine. Now what is the point? 0 to A and from A to 2A, what is happening? From here to here, are we covering some sort of journey? That's the most important stuff. People always feel there's nothing happening here, but there's a lot of things happening. In fact, the same thing what is supposed to happen from A to 2A happens here as well. So can I tell this journey is going to become much more smoother? I'm not telling easier. much more smoother compared to this because it's the same journey here and there. Correct? Now, I'll tell you why I'm trying to talk about this specific concept here.
What do you
Usually,
mean by smoother?
smoother because the same function travels. Correct? The same function travels the same distance. So, since the function has got used to the traveling, it knows what the path is happening. It knows what the exact path is. It need not discover a new path. That's the meaning of it. Okay. So in the first phase, you're supposed to discover a new path. How much of a formula you know, how much of it's still a new path. But here, it's the same path. It's just that few elements are changing. That's fine. Okay. Now, whenever we use the word waves, we usually talk about two waves, either the sine wave or the cos wave. Okay. I'll write. Can we call both of them combined together to be one vibration or one vibration? Because one crest and one trough put together will make one cycle. I think one cycle is much more better. Okay. Now listen properly. This point is the 0 point. Agree? Yes or no? What do you think this point is? Don't blabber. Think it. A? No, I don't want A in terms of angles. Okay, this is not 0 in terms of this bro.
I don't know. We didn't study all this.
Angles 0, 2 pi, pi, all 2 pi. Think. Sure, 2 pi. Okay. Here, this exact center is what?
1.
A mental angles you should tell, not 1, 2, and all.
90. Yeah, sine 90 is 1. No.
What is this?
45.
Sine 90 is 1. This is the 0 line. How can one lay on a 0 line? It should be either the top or the bottom.
Number line of that
Yeah.
is.
So, okay, guys, look at this. This exact center here, what I marked, that is 90 degrees. So this journey is from 0 to pi by 2. Agree? So this journey here, from here to here, this is from pi by 2 to pi by 2 to pi. Agree? So here if I mark one more line, this is pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Agree? This is from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. 8 out here.
What is only pi? 90 degrees.
180 degrees. I will slap you right.
Minus C, if positive 1 is there on top, then minus 1 should come down. No.
It's coming down, not to 70.
No, minus 1 is. Oh, yeah. I thought minus 1 was sine 180. What is sine 180?
0. Okay. Now, look at this. Total, how many cycles are drawn on the board? One cycle. Okay. What is the starting of the cycle? What is the ending of the cycle? I am not telling crest or trough. I am telling starting of the cycle. 0. What is the ending of the cycle? 2 pi. But I can make my journey smoother by trying to halt in between. Think and tell me where do you think is the halt happening? Pi. So can I tell what function wave is this?
Sine.
Function, sine function. So the sine function, according to me, first travels from where to where? 0 to pi. Later travels from where to where?
Pi
Pi to?
pi.
So can I tell the lower limit of the second one is the same as the upper limit of the first one? That has to be followed. You cannot see. There is absolutely no problem to me if you stop at pi by 2 and start off from pi by 2 and then go to 2 pi. I'm completely fine. But it won't match the upper limit and the this lower limit and this upper limit. It has to match one. Okay. Now you're starting a journey again at pi. You're going to
2 pi.
2 pi. Who is traveling? The same function is traveling. Get out here. No? And how do you solve this integration of sine? If you be getting some answer, you write the answer in square brackets 0 to pi, upper limit minus lower limit. They do the same thing here. You will be able to get an answer. 8 out there? No? But this part, is it clear? Is it clear? Listen, one more part. Cos wave starts off at a high first, and then becomes a low, and then goes off. That's how the cos wave is. Okay, remember this, very important. So if I draw a dotted line here, at 0, cos wave is the highest. Because in terms of standard angles, what is cos 0 degrees? 1. Cos 0 degrees. 1 time. Now, this point here is meeting the 0 line. For what answer is the cos 0?
Pi.
90. So is this point 90?
See, when I tell in terms of radians, you will tell in terms of
Yeah, okay,
angles.
I got it.
So you told 90.
So I don't know.
You didn't write.
Okay. When is it going to become 0 again? Think. Can it become at 180?
270.
Can it become at 180? No, because cos 180 is minus 1. So don't you think this will be pi? This portion here will be pi. I'm asking when will it become 0 again?
270.
270, which is nothing but 3
Right.
pi by 2. When will it become 1 again? Obviously, when it is 2 pi. You note here. Now, so to cover the full wave, listen here. I want to do 3 parts right now. My wish. I am telling you, I want to do 3 parts. Fine. Can we split the journey like that? You can split the journey however possible. Just make sure you're gonna cover it. Now, why only 3 parts? Why not 4 parts? Because few people might think part number 1 is this. Okay? Part number 2 is this. Part number 3 is this. Part number 4 is this. Absolutely fine. But what I'm telling is, we'll do part number 1, full thing as part number 2 because the complete trough is together. No, that's why. Part number 2 and this will do as part number 3. You note that? No? So I am trying to do 3 parts. Now you tell me, I am trying to draw the wave of what function? Cos. So who's traveling throughout? Cos x. With respect to whom? Dx. Okay. First part of the journey without blabbering, think and tell me is from where to where?
0 to pi by 2.
0 to pi by 2. Then the same function continues plus same function is cos x dot dx. But this time it's starting where and ending where?
Pi by 2.
It starts at pi by 2. Before I talk about the ending part, check. Upper limit of this, lower limit of this. Is it matching? Which means another right track. This pi by 2 goes and stops till.
3 pi by 2.
Correct? Now, does the cos stop there? No. It again travels. Plus integration of cos x dot dx. From where? 3 pi by 2 and goes up to where? 8 out here. Now I'll ask one more question. Throughout the journey, the cos x is the function which is traveling. But the output, whatever it generates, think and tell me. The output, whatever it generates at each stage, will it be same or can it be different?
Different.
It has to be different. Okay? If it is same, it is just a coincidence. You know there? Okay? So this part of cos is dealing with a different set of people. Same cos, different set of people. Same cos, different set of people. It's like one person handling multiple different situations. They will react differently. If they react in the same, it just means it's a coincidence. Okay? Do not have this notion that okay, everywhere it's gonna react the same. Now, one more question is, why did we only split the sign in terms of 2 parts and why the cos in terms of 3? I can also make this in terms of 4 parts. Yes or no? Can I make this as 1 part? Second part, third part, fourth part. It completely depends on whom. Depends on us. If you're able to understand the journey, everything becomes simple. Get out there? No? This wave and this wave. If I give you a wave right now and if you mark the angles, will you be able to write this? This only is called as application of integrals. We are applying integration onto a diagram, and the diagram in this case is a wave. Okay? If you are able to solve for a wave, you can solve for a circle, for an ellipse, for a parabola, for anything else. Because what is a circle? A part of the circle is a curve. All these things are curves only. Okay? What's an ellipse? Part of a thing is a curve. What's a parabola? Curve. So everything boils down to curves. If you're able to get this right, that's the good one. You know that? No? Got this logic?
See, here also values won't be the same, no?
No. If it is same, again it's a coincidence. Okay?
I thought it was not same because we didn't split it equally.
No. If it was supposed to be the same, don't you think the graph will look like this? Positive peak, positive peak, positive peak. Might look like that. Okay? You guys got the logic now as to how things work? Any doubt here? No? Okay. Don't pop anything. We will start off. Again, here also, I was the one who told we'll make it as 3 parts. Can you make it as 4 parts? Yes. It's just that you'll be spending more time. There's nothing wrong in it. Okay, you'll be spending more time. Now, why did I tell belonging split into 3 parts? Because this whole thing was belonging to the negative cycle. It was easier. But the positive cycle, just by the looks of it, was being split into multiple different parts. Okay, so that's the main intention.
So if we split it to 2 parts, it's wrong.
Nothing wrong. You'll spend more time there.
2 parts.
That's what. Oh,
Two
this one, 2
parts.
parts, how will you do?
No, that's what I'm asking.
Difficult because one positive cycle is reacting in 2 different situations. Getting it? So half positive in a different situation.
Connect it all.
How? If it is a continuity, it will get connected. Yet, the first part won't get completed. Because most important thing here is, I applied this logic for one complete cycle. Yes or no? One complete cycle meaning one positive full and one negative full. Look at this. One positive full, one negative full is one cycle. That's why I'm applying this. And if you're telling me, if I continue like this, where is one cycle? It'll get disturbed. So you are supposed to apply everything in terms of one reference, and that one reference is one cycle. Any doubt, guys? Otherwise, how it works? Fine. Don't know anything. Let's start with the first question. Using method of integration. What is that? Okay, find the area. Enclosed by the circle. Copy this. This is the given to us. Okay. Now, below this, draw a circle. Okay. Now, if you remember conic sections, the h minus h and k, x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equals r square. Correct? Conic sections in circles. Fine. Now, why am I going to talk about this? This is my general reference. That is my specific reference. Can you see x here? X there. Now, if you ask me why is the h missing? H and k is missing because the answer for h comma k is nothing but 0 comma 0. Meaning the center of the circle is present exactly at the origin. Have I marked that? Yes. Therefore, next to x, h is missing. Next to y, k is missing. That's the point. Now, left hand side is compared. A square is getting compared to whom? R square. If a square equals r square, what is the answer for r? A. What is the meaning of r in terms of a circle? Radius. So can I tell from this point to this point, the distance between this is how much? A. Correct? From this point to this point, what's the distance? Again A. Nothing can tell me. I am not talking about distance anymore. I am talking about this specific point. I am marking the C. Okay. This point, whatever I marked right now, is on the which axis? X axis or Y axis? X axis. Any point on the x axis is represented by a comma 0. Is it covering distance? What? A. So can I write this point as a comma 0? Yes or no? I'll go this side. If this distance is a, this distance is also a, but it's onto your left side. Left side meaning x axis becomes negative or positive? Negative. So what is this point?
Minus a.
0? How 0? Same axis only, no? It'll be minus a comma 0. Get out there. What about this? The distance is the same. How is the distance same? Because will you keep changing the radii every time? No. Same radii throughout. So if this distance is a, I'm marking this point. Think and tell me. This point is being marked on the which axis? Any point on the y-axis is 0 comma something. So it will be 0 comma what the distance covered. Need out there? What about this point? 0 comma. Was any of these stuff given to me in the question? None of it. But I realized that A means radius based on my coefficient knowledge. I also realized that the center has to be, what do you call it? Origin. Fine. Now draw this, mark all these things. I'll take off the distance, that is not required, but mark the points. Only points are important. But you'll have to write R equals A. But remember, A is always a number, yes or no? We don't know the number right now, but A is always a number because it's a radius. If I tell draw a circle of radius A, can you draw? If I ask you draw a circle of radius 10 centimeters, can you draw? What is the answer for A in this case? 10. What is 10? Some kind of number. When you're trying to draw, you will place a point, no, the compass. You will keep a reference point and then start. That reference point ends up being the what? Origin. Remember all these things. Okay? You have a compass, sir. You will have the compass? No. Anyways, done with this. Now, observe a pattern here. Integration, you can take one part of any shape and you can multiply into multiple stuff. I'll tell you what I mean. One circle meaning how many semicircles? 2. One circle meaning how many quadrants? 4. My only question is, you guys told me all these values. I agree. I'll mark this. That shaded quadrant will have some sort of, is covering some sort of area, yes or no? The same area will get covered by this quadrant, right? This quadrant, right? This quadrant. So can I tell this circle is made up of 4 equal quadrants, correct? So if I focus completely on trying to find the area, why am I supposed to find the area? Look at the question. Using method of integration, find the what? Find the area of the what? Full circle, correct? I won't find full circle. First, I'll find the area of a quadrant because once I find the area of a quadrant, let's say I got the answer 100. How do you find the area of a circle? 4 into 100? Because how many quadrants in a circle? 4 quadrants. You can also do one more thing. You can find the semicircle first. If you find the answer for the semicircle, you have to multiply by 2, but not required. Find the thing for the quadrant. It's much more simpler. Okay. So ignore the complete circle. Only focus on this portion of the circle. Only on this circle. I can see 0. Correct? This extreme it is going up to A. This extreme also is going up to A. Any doubts there? Correct? Focus it. Here, help me frame the question. Area of a quadrant or a circle. Quadrant will be integration of. Listen. Only focus on this. I put the symbol in this portion. Tell me both the extremes. Tell the minimum number involved. Tell the maximum number involved. What's the minimum number? We're starting from where? What's the maximum number? Radius. What is the radius in this case? So can I tell my journey in this quadrant will go from 0 to A in whatever case? Yes or no? Fine. Now, don't you think most important? Next one is. Now we have an option. What is actually traveling? Is it the x-axis that is traveling or is it the y-axis that is traveling? To be honest, don't you think it's both? Correct? Because it is traveling some distance here, it's also traveling some kind of height there. It is traveling both. Now you have a choice. Which one to choose? Always choose y. Choose what? Y. So we are trying to integrate the answer for y in terms of x. You note that? We are trying to integrate what? Y in terms of x. Why? Because this quadrant is moving in how many places? 2 places. One towards the x-axis, one towards the y-axis. I have covered both. If you write x here, you will write what? dy. Understood what I mean? You should cover both the letters. The choice is yours. If you're writing x here, you write dy here. You want dx, so you write y. Any doubt here? No? Now go back to your question. Tell me if you understood this. Understood? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because the coordinate is moving in both the different places. That's it. There is one again. Now go back to your only equation given to us. Can you find the letter y there? It is not y exactly, but something with respect to y is there. So I'll make that my hero. I'll keep the y square there itself. On the right side, a square was already there. The x square becomes. Now think, do I want y square or y? So if you write only y, it becomes root of a square minus x square. Do you know the answer for y? Can I tell answer for y is in terms of x, therefore dx? Understood? The answer for x is in terms of, the answer for y is in terms of x, therefore it will be dx. So in the next step, I'll write 0 to a. Instead of writing y, what can I write? Root of a square minus x square dot. If I write dy here, does it make sense? Obviously no, because it is changing with respect to x. It has to be in terms of x. So I'll write dx. Now are the things matching? Now go back to your the previous formula which you guys wrote. Under basic formula, the second formula which you guys wrote. Don't you think it's the thing? Same thing? That's sine inverse? I told you no, exactly it will be the same. That's all. Next step you guys know how to do, and later also you can. Any doubt here? Was this our effort or their effort? Their effort. This is the only place, again, they're asking me to find the area of a circle. What am I trying to find? Coordinate. Whatever answer you guys get at the end, you should not stop there. You should multiply it with what number? 4. Because why 4? Because one circle has how many quadrants? 4 quadrants. That's all. Any doubt there? No? Sort of. But remember, why we are using both the letters here. One is y, one is dx.
Should we substitute x inside the root other than with minus 2?
Yeah. But nothing will cancel that.
A square minus a square root 0.
अरे मिला क्या आंसर?
What is sine inverse 1? So it's 2 into 90.
A square by 2.
Into 90.
By 2. You asked one question, I'm telling the question answer. I don't know something wrong there.
Pi by 2 is the answer.
You should tell me. You asked me sine inverse one.
No, I got a square pi by 4.
No.
Because it's a square by 2, no? You don't substitute.
Yeah, that is the quadrant. Find circle.
Oh, like that.
Exactly. Do the upper limit minus lower limit part is. What's the answer? Hey, what's the answer for this type? What is? What's that? X by 2. Then copy the question. Plus a square by 2 with sine inverse x by. Guys, from where to where? 0 to. You guys know that? Now, what are we supposed to do? Start substituting. First what? Upper limit. What's the answer for the upper limit? A. Wherever there is x, you will always substitute to be a. So this x by 2 becomes a by 2. Keep that in mind. Root of a square minus
A square.
a square. What is a square minus a square? 0. 0 and anything is? So don't think the full thing will become 0. Keep that in mind. Don't write. Listen. 0 plus. Crucial part. There's a plus here I copied. This a square remains as it is, nothing to change because a is a. Sin inverse of x becomes what? A by a becomes 1. So a square by 2, keep it in your mind. Sin inverse 1 is pi by 2, 90 degrees. Correct? So a square by 2 dot 90 is what? Pi by 2. This is my answer for the upper limit. Upper limit minus lower limit always. You put a minus, open a newer brackets. Now, instead of x, you should substitute what? 0. You take 0, substitute in the first part. 0 by 2, 0. So the first part became 0. Done. Second part, instead of, will you substitute 0 instead of a or instead of x? X always. So now it becomes a square by 2 dot sin inverse 0. Sin inverse 0 is what? 0 again. 0 and anything again becomes 0. So the second bracket became fine.
I
Now,
didn't do only second bracket.
you should always do this count. Okay, we have two guys. Obviously, we have two numbers here. We should talk about both the numbers. Now look at this. What is the meaning of A actually in this question? Tell me. Radius. Give that in mind. Now, what is the area of a circle when if I ask you a formula?
Pi by
If I ask you the formula for area of a circle,
2 pi r.
that is circumference.
2 pi r square.
Pi r square. Pi r square is the area of a circle. Correct? Remember this. Now, what's this answer? 0 plus this is the same thing. Minus 0, same thing. So the answer is a square dot 2 into 2, 4. Pi by 4. But all this drama was for area of a circle or for area of a quadrant? Quadrant. But what does my question ask you to find?
Circle.
How do you find the area of a circle? By multiplying it by what number? One circle is how many quadrants? 4. So you write 4 into what? Copy that. A square dot pi by what gets cancelled? What remains? Pi dot what's the meaning of A? Correct now? This is how we got the formula for area of a circle by using integration. Understood? At that point of time, we might have told only to mark for you to mark it up. How are we getting the answer? You're not there. What the logic short works?
So if they give circle, we'll only know if the answer is correct or not. We'll let them do circle. Let them do circle. So, keep class in the evening tomorrow. Yes.
Where tomorrow was it?
Things there.
Today what level? 31.
Yeah. It's not fair. We'll have tuition tomorrow, but then
What I'm taking off them. New Year it's fucking every year same only it will be. What difference you want? This week, last week, nothing. Same last year, this year, same only it will be.
no, you should change, transfer.
You must happen in the flow. Why only January 1st to change? March 1st, why don't change? Then April 1st.
Because that's not the first day of the year.
April 1st to change, financial year.
No, that's financially. If you want to change, you should change.
Yeah, what is
This
that telling you?
Morally.
Morally, ethically, and all, people should not talk at all. Okay, right? Morally, ethically, philosophically. No. Last year, in 3 years, I'm here. In fact, if you dying, you said no. Closer to that. No.
Full Muslim we became.
Who is a Muslim?
You know my Muslim friend, okay? She. See, she doesn't celebrate her birthday. I mean, apparently they don't celebrate their birthdays because they're like 1 year close. Yeah.
And I said,
Hey, no, she told one
I-
huge drama she did, okay? She's like, that and all I don't celebrate because I'm 1 year closer to death, blah, blah, blah. She kept on telling me. Yeah. And then now even you told the same thing. And then for cards and all, you're like, full every day.
okay. One the kite.
No, it's not nice. It's okay.
no, Yaman Nagaita.
No.
Sorry.
See, I don't talk to Muslim people.
Yaman Nagaita, bro. Don't do this controversial statement or I will slap you. Done, guys? Next one. अरे बने क्या रे क्या कुछ कॉपी किया फिर किधर वो बोर्ड पे है तो कॉपी किया यहाँ पर ले डेविड अच्छा बा
So we'll do something full interesting. We'll do.
तो interesting ellipse will do.
No.
Next question, find the area of the ellipse. Find the area of the ellipse. X square by a square.
Can you switch off the fan? It's actually good.
Done now? Now, draw an ellipse below it. Ellipse.
Small one is enough. Though. Wow, perfect. See.
Okay. Now, all pieces are center is where? Oh. Now look at this. Because after I drew the axis, don't you think the ellipse also is getting cut into 4 equal quadrants? So just like the previous one, we shall solve the quadrants. But most importantly, in a circle, this and this was the same. Ellipse, it won't be the same. Now how do we know it? Look at the diagram. Under the x-axis, what letter is there? A. This is what axis? A, I mean x-axis. So this will be, this here A has to get involved. What axis is it? X-axis. Any point on the x-axis is what? Something comma 0. So it will be A comma 0. A dot there. No? If this is A comma 0, this will be minus A comma 0. Put that in mind, but don't write because I am fighting for a quadrant. Careful. We are solving ellipse or circle? Ellipse. It won't be the same. This is A. Think and tell. Under Y, what is there? B. So here, on top of this, B gets involved. But what axis is that? Y axis. Any point on the Y axis will be 0 comma what? B. That's all. That's the change. Now, are we finding for all the 4 quadrants? No, we are finding for 1 quadrant. We are finding for this. Correct? Now, tell me the maximum values. Anyways, finish off it. Next, I'll tell you what to do. Deepika, look.
I finished. It's cold.
Shady will do.
No, I don't want to do. That is right of that.
Hey, enough. You're
So
unnecessary.
bad. I could do it better.
Good for you.
No, it's okay.
You know the meaning of K dot, huh?
Class, no.
K dot.
I don't know.
No, K dot.
What does it mean?
No,
No, I don't want it.
please.
Some dirty thing you will tell.
Dirty, I'm not you.
No, you're a very good girl. Yeah.
Two jokes in this.
Shut up. Sir, do we have class tomorrow?
I tell tomorrow.
No, tell today only.
Okay, tonight.
Tell now, you tell.
Okay, guys.
If we have class, will it be in evening? Morning, and all, I'm not coming.
But so if you're alive today, you should think only about today. Stay in the
No,
present.
it's
Put your time
okay.
to be here now. Okay. Anyways, guys, first I'm finding the area of a quadrant. Think and tell me, what are the maximum values that we are going towards? We are starting from where?
0.
0. We are going towards, now we have 2 choices, either A or B, correct? Which one will you choose?
B.
Why? Because you have A here already, no? Take A only. Don't try to think so much here. Okay. In the
Then
previous
isn't that a different question?
Huh?
Isn't that a different question?
circle, ellipse, and all will belong to the same family. Okay. Now here, in the previous case, we integrated y with respect to whom?
Yes.
I told it has to be opposite. I'm following the same method. Any change in the first step here? No change. Now, from now there'll be changes. In the previous case, we had a y without any fraction and all. No. Correct? Here we'll have a y with the fraction. But don't worry. Rule number 1 of integration says take off the constants along with the signs. What are the constants, or how do we represent constants in integration? A, B, C, all these things. We have A and B here, which means both of them are. Is that it? Now, how do we find the answer for A first?
It's freaking cold.
Wait, shut up. How do we find the answer for Y now? Keep the y square by b square as it is. Agree? Right hand side, 1 was there as it is. X square by a square goes to the right hand side, becomes. Huh? I only want the y square to be there. I'll write. The b square belongs to both the parts. So b square into 1 becomes b square minus b square x square by a square. At this point of time, it looks complicated, I know. So now what I do is, in both the parts, what can I take common? Obviously, b square I can take common. Okay. Along with the b square, I'll also take off a square outside, wantedly, because b and a both are what? Constants. If I take off b square and a square constant, think and tell me what will remain in the first part.
A square.
Here.
Yeah.
Understood, guys? Didn't understand. Listen. We have b square. Huh? We've taken off b square by a square. Correct? You ignore this right now. We'll talk about this. What should I multiply with b square by a square so that I only get b square? That's what she said. That's how it works. So if you take off b square by a square outside, if you only write a square, this and this get cancelled. B square will remain. I'm getting my answer. Now, minus. In the second part, what is remaining? I will take off the b square, you take off the a square. What is remaining? You're not there. No. Left hand side, what is remaining? Now think and tell me. I am trying to get the answer for y square or y. So since I want the answer for y, you take square root on both the sides. Agree? Y square becomes y. B square by a square becomes. Correct? This you put a root. This answer do we know? Integration formula. So do we know the answer for y? You out there? No? So don't you think either ellipse or parabola, circle, this thing is getting repeated? Copy it to here. Next part will solve it. Okay, Samnare. Don't go to the next step, only if you finish till here. But I also told you why am I taking b square by a square outside? Because it is constants. That's why. Right? Understood that? As the one exam में नहीं किया तो I'm walking with that.
No, I'm not.
Walking.
No way. You know, it's been like years since I walked in and now my leg hurts. Chuma walking.
Gone then. You're raging fast.
No.
Is it taking care, huh?
No, no.
Okay,
No.
when you get up, the tuck 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 sound is coming. Hey.
I'm not as old as you are, okay?
Obviously. I'm fine, bro. My hair, my grey only will let you know.
Now you look sort of better.
Obviously, because
You put your hair this side. So much I know. Yeah, you put
you
your
got used to looking at me from my side, that's why.
No.
That's the
You
stigma.
put your hair this side. Morning, you woke up at 5 o'clock just to pull your hair.
I took bath and came. That's why.
And still you don't feel cold. It's so fucking cold.
Hot water. Done, huh?
No way.
See, if you're getting pain in the knees, you should drink that Kaju shake. It will get better.
here.
I will solve. Deepika. Done, bro. Come on. Now see, area of a point was integration from 0 to a y dot dx. Integration of 0 to a. What is the answer for y we got? P by a. P and a both are constants. Rule number 1 of integration and differentiation is take of the. So you write b by a outside. Correct? Then what remains? Root of a square minus x square dot dx. Now one smart move I'll tell you. Listen. Keep the b by a as it is. Huh? Open bracket. Don't you think we already know this answer? The final answer? What is
No,
it?
you can't write like that on off.
I know, bro. Now you do.
No.
You will do the same method, guys. Which method? The same method you guys will do. So now what you will do? Can't copy this one.
I am doing it again, or even you do it again.
Copy.
It's okay, I forgive you.
How do you fix it, bro? Oh my god.
I finished doing only. Full late.
No, there's no paste only here. What the hell, bro?
Go to more only went. Just write it again. Oh my god, full time waste.
Correct, Patrick. Don't go in a hurry. I copy something else now. David. Four. Copy. Durga. Magic Deepika, you want to understand? Number 6, sir.
Yeah. See, Galeej it looks.
Doesn't matter.
Galeej. I finished doing it only.
That's
Full
good for you.
late you are.
Good for you, bro. Perfecto. Alright. Next step. This step.
Don't copy this also.
Because you told no I'll copy. What did you?
Okay, copy.
Okay. Wait.
It went there.
Very good.
There. Melee.
You go very advanced over.
Yeah. It's wish. Not like you. It's cold. Why are you doing this? Winter torture this.
Okay. Guys, look at this. This answer, but outside B by A has to be there. Important. B by A has to remain. Now what can be done? B by A will remain. What's the other answer? A square into pi by 4. Got this? Also, now same thing will get repeated. Now what are all changes? What can get cancelled? A and A square gets cancelled. Now all we're doing this for what a quadrant. For an ellipse, you multiply it for with
4.
what number? 4 into what is remaining? B into A into pi by 4. What gets cancelled? 4 and 4 gets cancelled. What's the answer? Y into B into A is the error.
I wrote it as B A pi.
Okay.
Don't you miss your ex?
No. Oh, what? Shut up. Early morning, know what you have and I can shit like this.
See, that means you miss her.
What is wrong with you, bro? bro. Why will I miss some random girl, bro?
Oh my gosh, heartbreaking. Why is she random?
If I random.
Very bad, very bad.
I'm nodding, honestly.
What is that?
What is it?
Ew. It just says that not my problem.
Done. Did I turn off? This is the final answer.
So time I put.
Last question. What is jacket now?
So who knew that you took so much fun and all? Just because you're wearing jacket and all. That's good. You know, there's some movie Little Hearts and Netflix may you watch.
Nice movie.
Huh?
Nice movie.
Yeah, my dad, we went Madurai, no, my dad was alone. So he watched the scenes. And then, he forced us also to watch. It was nice. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay, next question. Find the area. Find the area bounded by the curves. Y equals cos x between x equals 0 and x equals 2 pi. What they've given us. Okay. Now, function says what? Cos. Draw the cos here. Starts off from the top. Okay, for that.
So you can write it like this, not directly.
No.
No.
Because
That's
it's
what the
a
question
wave.
says.
It's a wave. It's a function, so it's a wave. Okay, starts off at the top. Correct? Use dotted lines here also. This point, what's the answer? What's the thing? 0. Here, y by 2. Full thing, 1. Here again, set 3 pi by 2. Here it goes back at 2 pi. So totally the same function travels how many times? 3 times? Help me to frame that. Listen. First is from where to where? 0 to pi by 2. Who's traveling? Cos x dot dx. Plus or minus now? The same function travels from now where to where? Pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Who's traveling? Cos x dot dx plus last one. Where's the travel from? 3 pi by 2 up to 2 pi. Who's traveling? Cos x dot dx. You know here. But remember when you're trying to solve this, no, take always the magnitudes. Always the magnitudes. Fine. Now we'll solve this part. Integration of cos x is sin x or minus sin x?
Minus
Sin x.
Oh, that's difference.
Sin x. From where to where, guys? 0 to pi by 2. Wait, before I go to the next one, this becomes sin 90 minus sin 0. The next step, because upper limit minus lower limit. Sin 90 how much?
0. 1.
Sin 90 is 1 minus sin 0 is
0.
1 minus 0.
1.
So the first answer we got is 1. Don't write. Wait. I don't always take magnitudes. Mag of 1 is inverse 1. Now plus. What's this answer? Integration of cos x is sin x. But this time it's from where to where? Pi by 2 to
90 to 180.
270. Okay. Sin 270. What's the answer?
0. It's on the 0 line.
Sine.
Oh shit. My bad.
Guys, look at this. This is sine 0 is 0. Sine 90 becomes how much? Maximum, which is how much? Plus 1. Sine 180 became 0. Sine 270 became?
-1.
Sine 360 became?
0.
So what is sine 270? -1. Keep the limit. -1. Upper limit was -1. Minus
1.
lower limit. What is sine 90? 1. So this answer is -1, -1. What stands for -1, -1? -2. Modulus of -2.
Why would you put modulus now?
You should always take the sign because we know it's a negative cycle, but in terms of math, we can ignore it. Read out here, guys. Sin 270 -1, sin 80 -1, -1 become -2. We take the mod of it, the answer became +2. Plus, last one. What's the answer? Sin x. From where to where? From 270 goes up to 360. Sin 360, just now you found 0. Sin 270 -1, 0 -1.
0 minus of -1.
Yeah, 0 minus of -1
1.
plus 1. What's the full answer?
4.
That's it. Got it, huh?